This is one of the queerest stories that I have heard, but one that can ignite the heart with faith, hope, and courage. Dr. Prasad was a world-renowned neurosurgeon who resided in Mumbai and worked at the Breach Candy Hospital. He was invited to Kolkata to participate in the World Neurological Conference, where he was to be felicitated with an award for lifetime achievement. Dr. Prasad's flight took off from Mumbai in the late afternoon. Somewhere close to Kolkata, it developed severe technical problems, and the pilot was obliged to bring the plane down at the Jamshedpur airport. Since Dr. Prasad was eager to attend his conference the next day, and it was only 4 hours by road from Jamshedpur to Kolkata, he engaged a taxi. They took off on the road, but a severe storm developed. 2 hours later, the taxi developed engine problems and came to a standstill at a hamlet by the roadside. Dr. Prasad got out. It was pitch dark. There was one humble dwelling nearby. He went and knocked on the door. A poor lady opened. Dr. Prasad inquired from her if they had a telephone so he could call for an alternate taxi. She said they were too poor to own a telephone, but invited him in for a hot cup of tea along with biscuits. He accepted the invitation gladly and walked in. While he sipped the tea, he saw they were preparing for their nighttime session of prayer and kirtans. They invited him to participate as well. Dr. Prasad casually mentioned that he did not believe in God. But, said the poor lady, we own 2 cows, Ganga and Gauri, that graze the grass and produce milk for us. If God did not create those cows, then who did? Dr. Prasad was not impressed. The lady persisted. This rain that is falling is the ocean water from the Bay of Bengal that was pulled up. It formed into clouds and moved on the land, and it is being poured down upon the earth. If this is not the power of God which is making it happen, then how is it coming about? Dr. Prasad only smiled benignly. These people are unaware of the laws of physics and natural phenomena. But then he noticed that their teenage son was behaving strangely. What is happening to him? He asked. The husband said he experiences severe epileptic seizures. We showed him at the Jamshedpur hospital, and the doctor said that the only hope for him is a callosotomy operation to split the left and right hemispheres of the brain, and the only doctor in India competent of performing this operation resides in Mumbai. His name is Dr. Prasad. So the husband said, I told my wife, we are too poor to go to Mumbai. And my wife said, never mind, God is in charge. Let's leave this decision at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. If he decides, the solution will knock at our door. Dr. Prasad was shocked on hearing that. He remembered how the plane could not complete its journey and came down at Jamshedpur airport. He remembered how the taxi stopped on the way and he happened to knock at their very door. The solution, Dr. Prasad himself had arrived at their door. When we hear this, we have a tendency to brush it aside as a stroke of luck, a mere coincidence. But is it possible there was the power of God and the lady's absolute faith in the miracle of God had turned the key to bring the solution to her doorstep? If you have faith in a sacred divine power that makes the earth and sun move and the moon rotate around the earth, you can join me in glorifying that Supreme Lord with an ode which I am going to read to you from this latest book, my wisdom book, which is an anthology of 75 mantras, verses and bhajans lovingly compiled for children to memorize and imbibe our wonderful Indian culture and Vedic heritage. Karahar vindena padar vindam mukhar vinde viniveshayantam vatasya patrasya puteshayanam balam mukundam manasa smarami. The verse states, we fondly remember the beautiful baby Mukund, Lord Krishna, who reclines on a banyan leaf. He holds his lotus-like feet with his soft and gentle lotus-like hands and places them in his lotus-like mouth to drink their nectar.